Hello trader, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about every aspect of trading. So the market, after a big holiday season in the new year, started to move. Today there is a GBP, I guess GBP news coming up, and tomorrow also a very volatile day. So I will be looking at now one by one, and also we will be looking at what level that we will be looking for entry. If you guys ready, then stay tuned. Don't miss any part of this live session. As you know that we do open live trades, and I will be looking at which way we can find trading opportunity. Couple of pairs that we will be looking at: gold, GBP JPY, also GBP USD, and dollar yen. Some of the pairs I'm going to shortlist them, and if you have anyone you are trading anything, then also you can let me know so that we can stay in the same page. So I've shortlisted those pairs that mostly we will be looking at, and if you have any request that you want me to look at, or you want my opinion, then you can let me know. Make sure guys that always do your own analysis, do make your own trading decision. I just give my opinion, which I may not be right all the time. So let's look at now, starting with gold, and then we'll be looking at other pairs as well. Looking at the gold chart here. Now gold, you see that the market little bit of choppy yesterday and today, and if you look at, first of all, let me see that gold from the very bigger time frame, monthly. Now when we look at the monthly chart on gold, this is a long-term bullish market. So if you look at gold chart, what do you see? That this market was creating series of higher low, which is a long-term bullish market. And this is what I mostly emphasize, looking at the major direction of the trend. Trend is the most important part that I look at when I look at, looking at the trade or finding a trade. Now if you are not sure about how to identify the direction of the trend, let me know. There are many ways you can look at or identify the major direction of the trend. So you see that this is the monthly impulse here with this bullish engulfer. After crossing this 20 EMA from this support level, gold has made a big bullish move, followed by back-to-back 3 months. Gold has made this very interesting bullish structure. Now this month we saw that gold had a breakdown from this level, and that I think that it's gonna come down highly likely to this monthly support level. Now looking at the weekly chart, where there is a weekly bearish candle from this level, we see the market is forming series of lower high. Looking at the daily chart, where we can see that from the daily there is this is the today's candle, which is a bit more interesting. You can see a move, 2 dojis, a move. I think it's might be creating another 2 daily dojis. For me, what I think that gold might still remain a little bit of downside, but at the moment on the lower time frame you can see it's moving in a sideways. So let's see now on the 4-hour chart what kind of price action. This is, you can see this is the 4-hour candle, and later after closing that candle the price has gone up, and now it's coming down for again getting rejected from this important level here on gold. Now this is the 4-hour candle closing around 2 hours time. So this candle, what I think that it might try to remain downside bias. So any bounce back to the upside, we might find selling opportunity. This is the 1-hour price action. You can see there's a big long pin bar followed by a narrower candle. Now this one, it might try to go up, and then we can so from the 1 hour, the price action is a little bit of bullish, a little bit of, as I mentioned before, the market in a manipulation phase. You can see there's a big long manipulation and then has dropped. So it's not trending, basically it's moving in a sideways. So that's what we will be waiting on the lower time frame for an entry in the direction of the trend. So here is, you can see there is a moving average crossover, 10 and 20 moving average crossover. Market has come down. Now here locally it is still showing bullish here. Okay, so you see that from the 5 minutes. And so lower time frame price action on gold, which is basically showing bullish. So a bit, you see this is a very strong impulse and a correction. So if we take our Fibonacci to see from 30 minutes how it has done, so you see that 38.2% Fibonacci level. So what is Fibonacci, guys? What is Fibonacci? Fibonacci is nature's code. So Fibonacci is a sequence. So when you look at 1 plus 2, when you add the next number coming to the third one, which if you add the next one, then you'll get the summation, and then next one, so which is the nature's code. And when you look at the Fibonacci, how does the Fibonacci work? So you see that Fibonacci is represented in this pattern. So it in fact signals a very mysterious nature of this universe, the infinite nature of the universe, Fibonacci. Because the nature, if you look at the sunflower, pine cone, or probably any kind of fruits that you see that is fully compacted, which is called the golden ratio, because the nature is precise and it uses this golden ratio to create the highest possible efficiency in this manner. So that is Fibonacci. And how you can use it, this in trading, is the golden ratio 61.8%, which is known as golden ratio, and 38.2%, which is the minimum Fibonacci level. Now the name has come here is because of this golden ratio that is used in different many traders use. I also sometimes use some of my strategy that I use Fibonacci pullback for entry, especially when you see a very strong impulse after a crossover of 10 and 20 EMA, and then coming down for around 50% pullback and showing some other confluences such as a bullish engulfer or bearish engulfer. That's a very good entry point. So from that perspective, we see that gold here, a big impulse has come down for a minimum Fibonacci pullback. Now we see that the market trying to bounce. So lower time frame is showing a bit upside. Now you can see there is a long wick candle here, there is a long wick candle. So the market may not make a big move, but locally we see that it's trying to make another impulse to the upside. So this market on gold, not a very strongly bearish market. I wouldn't say it's a very strongly bearish market. If you look at the daily, you see that the trend on the daily is high, and if you look at this support, you see this is the daily support, and from that daily support there is a long candle. So what do I mean by this long candle? Long candle means that when you see, guys, you can note down, this is the information that you can find here, and I'm sure that it will be helpful to you, so make sure you keep fully informed. So when you see a very important key level, okay, key level means that important level that is in the past the buyers or sellers used it. When you see a level like that, and in that level, when you see a candle, a big candle, so how do you identify a big candle? Do you have an idea what is a big candle in the first place? So let me ask you a question, guys. Keep in mind here it's all about the education. So let me know that what is a big candle. Now how do you identify a candle is a big candle? Hello George, thank you very much. Afternoon, thank you very much. Oladil, good afternoon, good day. GBP JPY, yep, thank you very much. Hello coach, gold bless you and have a nice day. Thank you. Hello, thank you very much. Hello, will gold come to this price? Can you show us how to draw trend line and support and resistance lines on gold? How to draw trend lines and support and resistance line on gold. So it's same for all. So we'll be looking at Trader Gamer. Hello, thank you very much. Okay, thank you, welcome. So now the question is, guys, let me know, how do you know that a candle is big? How do you identify a candle, either it's a big or a small candle? So then I'll get back to it. Larry, hello. Robert, good morning coach. Robert, thank you very much. Okay, so I see that a bit late response, so let me clarify that. So the way you can identify a candle is a big or small is from ATR. So when you see that a candle has, let's say, 1.5 ATR, which you can consider a healthy candle. So more than average true range is a healthy candle. So it's very important. ATR is you know, I consider it a very, very important indicator for many of my strategies. Also, I'll be explaining more in depth in the group, in the VIP classes as well, about this ATR indicator. And also I will be posting separate content this weekend during the London and New York session time. Guys, keep eye on the group. So I will be posting a complete lesson on all the indicators, how you can use them in different scenario. So this healthy candle had a big drop to this key level and has got rejected. So that means that there is a chance for upside, and so far it has done that. Now in this area, as we have seen from the bigger picture such as the monthly and weekly, where potentially downside, but we see that the lower time frame price action is still showing a little bit of bullish momentum. So here is the key to understand how the market might be doing. So from the 1 hour chart, if you look at this, is the 1 hour chart on gold. So what I think that you see, this is the impulse on the 1 hour, and any drop in that direction will give potential bullish opportunity for short term, which we could see. From 30 minutes also we see that 2 long wick candle. The next one we can expect a drop down. That's what we see the market trying to break to the downside here. So it might try to fill that imbalance in that area. This is an absolutely important previous resistance turning support here. If you look at the 4 hour, also an important level. This is also the daily support. So a very important level here. This is the 1 hour 20 EM as well. And what I think that gold might drop here and then could get rejected. So this is the level that also will be looking at to find an entry opportunity. Let me see that what else we have. So let me see if there is any trade on the other time frame. Whereas might not see my screen for a little bit of time. So there is a news coming up later today on GBP as well. You know that, guys, you might not seeing my screen. Just give me one moment. I will be coming up. It will be coming up. Okay, hope that you will be able to see now. back. Thank you. So we see that gold in that area, we see potentially this is a crossover here in that area, and as this market is showing, here is an impulse has gone up, come down for a pullback. After retest we could see a bit short-term upside movement. So any drop below this level, we'll look for buying on the lower time frame for this potential move. So this is a very important level, and any break to the downside will give us that entry for a short-term bullish opportunity on gold. Good morning. I watched your educational video. Absolutely incredible. Thank you very much, Osek. Francis, good morning. Size of body including week. Yes, size of the body including week. So it's the ATR. So basically ATR will help you to understand the size of the body. Rejection size, yeah. Coach, please look at NASDAQ, US30. Thank you very much, Coach. Check Usdjpy. Good afternoon. Please have a look at GBP AUD. I'm about to sell. So you are about to sell GBP AUD. Okay. Let me look at GBP JPY. You see that there is a good trend at the moment on GJ. After this daily close, after back-to-back 2 days of liquidity grab on GJ, it's a long-term bullish market. So let me look at I think that GBP JPY is preparing for significant movement to the upside. Guys, I need smash the like button. I see that likes are not like the view, so let's make it happen. Give a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Thank you. Okay, so now GBP JPY, what do you see here on GJ? Okay, GBP JPY, if we look at the monthly price action, the previous months, we have seen that GJ has made a big drop here. It's a big drop against the trend. This is what I always look at when you look at a market breaking down against the trend, which basically a very important price action. So when you look at this is a big drop against the trend, and with that drop these months, once the market opened, we have seen immediate bounce to the upside, which is still bouncing, and this might be a starting of a big move to the upside on GJ. Now looking at the weekly chart, previous week, this is what I mentioned yesterday's analysis as well, guys. You know that this is where we see that there is a big bullish engulfer, followed by this is where we saw weekly there is a bounce, and looking at the daily chart where this is the daily impulse followed by a narrow correction, and we have seen another impulse to the upside on GJ. And if we look at the intraday perspective here, where we can see that there is this is an inverted head and shoulder, a bullish engulfer. This kind of bullish engulfer is absolutely good one. Okay, so this is one of my favorite strategy. You can see that if I turn on the TF indicator, guys, I want you to pay attention here. See that where I have turned on the TF indicator on GJ, what do you see? That the market is exactly cross that 20 EMA, and then see how the candle has closed on the 4-hour, and see that buy signal here according to my strategy. Now exactly this strategy now being automated will be available very soon also to trade. So this is where high probability trade comes in play when you see that the market has formed this kind of pattern, which in fact a very important price action confirmation for trending market. So as there is a news coming later today, we could see that GBP getting very volatile, and you can see that after cross of this level, GBP JPY now started to bounce back to the upside, which in fact showing long-term direction in the major direction of the trend. Now you can see that 1 hour chart looking at very lower time frame. So now with the news coming up, any kind of drop on that, okay, any kind of drop breaking any of this important low can give us that entry opportunity on GBP JPY. So like the GBP JPY, GBP USD also in a bullish move. Now GBP USD, if you look at this trade, this is what a swing trade was sent out early today in the VIP group. So as the market started to move, we also started to trade with high probability. Now if I bring up, let me explain why I have opened that trade, and also I have sent out to the VIP signal group on GBP USD. Now this is the trade. You can see that exactly the same trade. This is where I have opened that position. This is where we see that GBP USD has satisfied the rules of my strategy, where the price has crossed that level and closing as a bullish engulfer. And if you look at the same trade as like the GJ, but GBP USD is also showing the same pattern. And as the news is coming, you can see that this is where I'm expecting GBP USD to bounce back up, and I see that the trade running in my account showing a little bit of growth on it, and I want to see that this market has gone up to this resistance level where you can take the profit at least 3 times. 3 times risk to reward is in fact a good risk to reward in terms of this. So with that being said, on this one, let's see how it goes. Now for those who are on the VIP group, definitely you have found the trade was sent out. Now I do share all my trade in the VIP group. Who are trading with us, all my trade means that all my day trade as well as the swing trades. So now in that area, what we see that here is the bullish engulfer, and this one is also showing potentially bullish price action. And what I think that with the news, we can expect GBP USD to go back up and to create a new higher high. Now if we apply the TF strategy, also in both cases we see that this is the trade that was open in that area. Now with that being said, now let's see what other opportunity we have in other instrument. GBP USD and GBP JPY, both of them showing very aggressively bullish. As the news coming up, I will be waiting for an entry in any of these GBP pairs. Again, if we find, in addition to, although I'm running already GBP USD, and let's see how it goes. So let me see that gold again. We see gold here in that area. Anything? So GBP CHF. Jeff said, how do you analyze? Jeff, hi coach, how do you analyze any pairs by drawing charts to determine when to enter, sell or buy? So very fundamental question that I will be also looking at that. GBP CHF GBP. Okay, Abdul Rashid, coach, please check Usdjpy. Okay, so the question is, how do you analyze any pair by drawing charts to determine where to enter, sell or buy? This is what is called a strategy. Let me give you a primary idea, though you need a little bit of time to understand how to apply a strategy. Now before I progress further, guys, have you smashed the like button? Let's make it to 100. So I see that 120 view, only 32 likes, so that is not likeable. Let's smash it. Good job, thank you for supporting the channel. Now if we look at, so the question is, how do you analyze a chart, draw levels to enter, buy or sell? It is a 50% of the story. Okay, so the rest of the 50% is after you enter. Okay, we'll talk about it. First, let me answer you the question that you have asked. So how do you analyze a chart? So number one, when you, let's say when you begin your day as a day trader or as a swing trader, when you start your day, the number one thing to look at in the market is trend. Okay, so trend you can look at from the multi time frame approach. So why you first need to look at the trend? Because when you sit down on your trading desk, the first thing that you need to, so you need to answer two important questions to be able to enter a trade. Number one is when, not when. First, number one is where, or in other words, which way. Okay, so if you can answer these two questions, you are able to enter a trade. So number one is which way. So what do I mean by which way? So you should buy or sell. This is the first question you ask, right? Should I press the red button or the green button? Because when you are pressing the red button instead of green button, then it's end of the world, right? So make sure that you are pressing the right button. Now, which way you need to find? Otherwise, you take a wrong turn. Probably you have watched the movie Wrong Turn. Then you go to the ghost house. So, which way you need to answer? Number one. That means you should buy or sell. And the number two is when. All right, if you have a girlfriend, then you know that when is very important answer they need to know. So when, all right, that means that, okay, you decided about buying or selling. You know that you're gonna buy or you know that you're gonna sell. Now the next question is when. All right, so when you gonna buy, that when you gonna, so these are the two important questions that you need to ask when you are trading. So now to answer the two important questions, what do you need to know? To answer the number one question, you need to know the market structure, which is the trend. All right, so you need to know the major direction of the trend, because you don't not gonna trade against the trend, right? So this is why you need to know the major direction of the trend, right? So when you identify the trend from the multi time frame analysis as well as the current time frame analysis, you know that this market is bull market, so you will be buying. This market is a bear market, so you will be selling. Now, how do you identify the trend? Well, that is from the market structure. How do you find a market structure? Find a market that is creating series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrending market structure. Once you identify that market structure is uptrend, then you need to only think of buying, but not yet, right? You need to answer the second question. So now let me give you an example here. Let's say this market on gold, right? So the question is it a bullish market or a bearish market? Look at your trading time frame. Different traders trade different time frame. If you are a swing trader, probably you look at the 4-hour, or if you are a day trader, maybe you will be looking at the 15 minutes. So based on your trading time frame, you need to look at the market structure. Now you can see that this is the 15 minutes candlestick pattern, right? A big impulse followed by a doji, another impulse. Now the market is consolidating. So what kind of market structure this market has? It is a bull market, right? Because an impulse correction, it is still maintaining in this local time frame a bull market. But if you look at the 4-hour, is a bear market. That's why you need to look at the multi time frame. Now let's say you are trading on 5 minutes, probably you need to consider this time frame, the market structure, because though you see the 4-hour price action is bearish, you still can trade to the upside if you are trading on the 5 minutes, if you are buying from a very important area of value, right? So even from the 1-hour, if you look at, this is the 1-hour price action, and you can see that there's a big impulse here. Now the price is coming down for a pullback, right? So you can expect another slower impulse at least on this market. So you identify the market structure. So in this market, if you are trading on the lower time frame, you will be buying. The next question, when? Now to answer this when, you need to know the liquidity and the price action. So different kind of price action, different kind of liquidity, and every strategy should have even, this is the GBP JPY. You can see that this is also the same thing, a big impulse pullback, cross of this zone, and then has formed a bullish engulfer. So basically you can see that it's also a bullish, and we can see that from this zone the price started to move up, right? So that's how you can identify and find out the major direction of the trend and price action and liquidity. Now this indicator also helps me to identify and find out the trade in the major direction of the trend. This is a trend following indicator. If you are our member, you will be able to access it, all the information on your student dashboard. You can go through the strategy and then you can access it. So with that being said, what we see that from this level the market started to move up because it's a bull market. So that's how you can analyze a chart based on the market structure and then price action and then liquidity. So let me see now what's happening with gold, what kind of price action it is forming here. So you see that some kind of lower time frame rejection here. Okay, so we see 15 minutes drop on gold. So let's see if we can find any entry here for short term on gold. I'm expecting it to come down again further and then to bounce back up, because there is a bull candle here. This is a very significant level of resistance. Turn support here. So let it first break in that zone where there is a liquidity. So gold is approaching that level. I think that after breaking that low, we could see that bounce in that area. So this drop here on gold, let it drop further to this liquidity zone. So if we look at the daily chart, this is the daily price action, and price is approaching the daily support level here as well. Okay guys, ready for another day? Let's keep eye. Let's keep eye on gold, and GJ had a big move to the upside so far. Big bounce on this with this bullish engulfer. It's trending aggressively to the upside, and we will keep parallelly both gold and GJ eye on both of them. Good to see a bit more downside on gold. About the 5 minutes, there has been multiple manipulation and the price, so there is a head and shoulder here. The question is it a valid head and shoulder for a changing of trend, or it is coming to this liquidity zone to bounce back up again? But I will still remain a bit bullish bias in that area. Okay, so let's see, is EURUSD going to buy or sell EURUSD? We'll be looking at that, please. Coach, thank you very much. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Happy New Year, Coach. USD CAD, thank you. How to make strategy for consistent profit? Very good question. So how to make strategy for consistent profit? Now, finding a strategy is not hard, okay? only thing you need to know is you have to know that you understand the fundamental in the market. I mean, not fundamental news, but fundamentally how the market moves, which is very important. Now, if you look at, let's say, you look at the market and then you understand the market structure, you understand the liquidity, price action, and how to use the indicator, how to find the trend, and then look for and more importantly, to formulate a strategy or to find your strategy, you need to know the probability, how the probability plays a role in trading. Let me know how many of you are watching have a clear understanding of the probability in trading, because if you don't know how to use the probability, then it's gonna be hard for you to understand a strategy, because it's not all about just buying and selling. It's about understanding how to use the probability in your favor. So using the probability means that you either use the risk reward in your favor or you use probability to increase. So for example, you open a trade with like that, let's say, okay, 3 to 1 leaks to reward, and you opened another trade like this with 1.5 leaks to reward, right? Now both of these trade, you need to know the probability, because let's say if you are using 3 to 1 reward to risk trade, if your probability to happen that thing is, if it is just 40% or even 35%, it's a very good trade. But when you're using, let's say, 1 to 1.5 leaks to reward, you need to use a strategy that will have more than 45% probability to happen. So that's why it is important that you understand the probability, which is absolutely essential to be profitable as a trader. And then you can find your own strategy, because finding a strategy means that you backtest it. So any strategy that you want to use by your own, or you want to create your own strategy, you can create. You need to observe the market to find out from what point the market is going up or down, or how the market is behaving, and then finding a zone with more than 50% probability based on your risk reward, and that's it. You can use your strategy. GBP JPY, yeah, absolutely, we're looking at that. So GBP JPY is showing very strongly bullish price action at the moment. If we look at the 1 hour, we can see that it's a highly bull market. And as there will be news in how many minutes? Forex Factory, if we look at, calendar. So if we look at the calendar, where so tonight coming up, which is around an hour later, 1 hour 20 minutes, POE government Bailey will speak. So we could see that good volatility on GBP pairs. That's what we see now. What happened with the gold and GBP? So along with gold, we might see that along with GBP, we might see gold also getting volatile. So big move on the 30 minutes and 15 minutes on gold. So there is a doji has been formed. One more push down is needed, and then let's see how it is interacting the price in a zone. What I think that we could see from this is a very important liquidity zone. Okay, so we might see a break and then bounce back up. It's approaching another. This is a very important support coming up, and if we see a good price action confirmation, we might be able to find opportunity here. So it's coming down. Okay. So from 30 minutes perspective on gold, we see that it's just trying to break that low. So once we will find an entry on gold, we will be jumping on that. Let me see in the meantime how GJ is doing. So there is a candle close coming on the 1 hour also on gold. This is a liquidity candle. This is a big move on gold from this level. So let's see how this candle is closing, and then based on that we can look for entry if we see that proper price action confirmation. I think that after this we might see again upside bias on gold, which is highly likely because it's a big move to this support level. That candle might try to revert back again from this zone. So from 15 minutes also we see big move. Now let me see GJ. Let me know guys which one you are looking at. GBP JPY, yeah, absolutely, we are looking at that. So looking at also dollar yen, and you see the dollar yen also bullish at the moment. Something with that one here. So candle closed on the lower time frame. So if you look at the daily, where the price has come down to the daily support level. I think that we might see a retest on the daily support, and from this zone we can expect for the price to have an upside bias. So 5 minutes, what I'm expecting gold to give us an entry. This is a very important level of support, and I think that if we see gold is respecting this level, might be able to find a short-term buy here. This is a neckline of this level here, and okay, so the price is approaching this level on the 5 minutes time frame. So as soon as we will find an entry here, we can look for entry. The price, this is a very important level of support here. Okay, so you see bounce here. I'm waiting for a bounce. Just tested the low. Okay, so I will be opening long on gold. Stop loss will be here from this, and TP target will keep at 2 to 1 risk to reward. So we are running GBP trade. This is a very quick, only there will be 19, 18 or 19 pips stop loss on that. Okay, so I open buy on gold and also have shared with the members the same trade. Okay, so the move is to the upside. I'm in profit running. So let's see what I think, that because the price tested this important level, as I mentioned before. So if you look at the 15 minutes here, we can see the same kind of rejection here, and that we can expect for the price to go up and retest this level here. Okay. Now, what I'm expecting, we might see ultimately downside moment, but we can expect for a local upside. This is what the trade was open for, but the way I want to see that the market is being able to break the high again. Alright guys, so Okay, we see that bounce. Let me know, guys, if you have entered the same trade with me on gold. Make sure that you do proper risk management. Don't take a big risk on a single trade. Anything can happen in trading. So you're buy on gold. Okay, let it go up, and once we see that the market has given us enough profit, then we can do something here. So let me see that gold running. Thank you. So let me see. Okay, so we can expect a bounce from this level. Okay, let the market go up, or there's a big bounce. So in that area we want to see some good profit running. Okay guys, are you enjoying the profit? Make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out. And then I will be explaining why I am buy on gold and what is the reason behind the trade, so that you can learn and grow as a trader. It's not all about one trade, but also understanding and learning and growing as a trader. If you remember, this is what I mentioned, that the price in a very important level. How did I detected that level? I'm not saying I'm always right, guys. Make sure that you don't take a big risk based on what I said. I take risk when I feel confident, but I don't recommend you to take risk based on what you're confident. Don't take the risk that you are not afford to lose. So now in that area we see that I'll explain later what point that I looked at when I have looked at this trade. Okay, so let's move on. It's moving. And I think that it's gonna push up. That might take the gold to the TP. I'll still be holding for the full profit on that. So how many pip running profit? So you are running around 27 pip profit, which is more than 1%. Here is only 19 pip stop loss. Here we have around 18.3 pip stop loss. And I think that the way it has bounced back, could see that the market is going up to the resistance level. Yeah, so this is a liquidity trigger here, so you might see that it's going up to fill that imbalance. So I will bring the initial analysis that I did when I begin this live session, so that you guys can track and understand what did I looked at in the market. If you missed some part of this live session, I will recommend you to go forward and backward and see what did I say, and so that you can relate that information with the current time price action. Okay, chances for further upside also is still possible, so I will still be holding. Alright guys, so okay, so here's a little bit of pullback. Even if it moved coming down for a pullback, it's not what you wanted. They want to pull back. So minutes candle. Okay, let me see. If we see threat, then we might be closing with the little profit or at entry. This 5 minutes closing as a good. Let's see if it this one. Okay, bounce. We need to see that bounce back up. So looking at the 1 hour chart. Okay, 5 minutes price section. Didn't like this candle here, but still there is a chance for bounce. Let me see. If it is forming a very dangerous price section, we might be closing break even or entry. Let me see. It's a very tight trade. We want to see that this one is closing as a doji or like that, then chances for upside again is high. Yeah, see that going back up again. Okay guys, so are you in me? Let me know. Okay, you made a buy entry. And JPY in profit. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, we are in profit running. Let's keep running the profit, and then as soon as you will find further opportunity, we will be entering as GBP news coming. We are also running GBP USD trade, which also running in profit. Now GBP USD I will be explaining. This one also I have sent out to the VIP group. And let's see that gold. Once we will find some profit on that. Okay, so you see that the price action showing bullish, which is good for us. Now any trade that I open, I do share in the VIP group as well. You can join me on the VIP group if you want to explore more all the trade that I am opening, and also if you want to learn the strategy that I am trading. Let me know if you don't know the way to how to join. You can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website. The link below this video in the description, and also you can visit this website if you want to explore more and learn the strategy that I'm trading. So this is the website, www.forextradingwizard.com, and then click join now button. And once you click join now button, you will be able to join us to be part of trading community. So now here is we see bullish. Now this is the 5 minutes candle, has got kind of liquidity here, so chance still for upside, so we'll still be holding the trade. Alright guys, so keep running. Now here you want to see that the market is going back up to the resistance here, which eventually moving up. Alright guys, did you like this stream? I see that like is not still likable, so make sure you smash it, make it to 100, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Not only live trade but also all the education that I'm posting every day you can access from the channel page. Make sure you stay subscribed, pressing the bell button, and also join the free Telegram channel, link below this video in the description, where you can find many content that I am posting every single day, as well as all the educational content. So join the free Telegram channel, also link below this video. Okay, so here is the move. Okay, let it push to the upside and going back to the resistance level. This is what I'm expecting. And at the moment guys, what I'm going to do is moving the stop loss here just below this level, which is basically a break even or a little bit in profit. If the price drop, then we are out without any profit. So I will be moving the stop loss at 2031.26 or 30 based on your entry. You can take partial profit and move the stop loss. It depends on your style, but that's how we can secure any kind of liquidity gap. So I instructed on the group to take 30% profit and keep the rest running for this trade. So I moved the stop loss here and I took the 30% profit. The rest is running. It might take us break even, or it might go back up for the TP hit, depending on. But now we are secure on that trade. Hope that you are enjoying the live session. If you are enjoying, let me know by giving a like and also by subscribing to the channel. So you might be out on this running with this little profit. Let's see, or if it bounce back up, then that's fine. You guys still keep running profit most likely. Thank you very much, Larry. Thank you. Okay, let me see GBP USD. Now GBP USD, as I mentioned before, we are buy on GBP USD. So this one also showing bullish as news coming in 30 minutes. So 45 minutes we could see significant volatility in this both of this instrument. Okay, here is what we see on GBP USD. So this is a showing potentially bullish on GBP USD. Okay, now we need to look for another entry. Okay, I'm out with little profit. Let's find out another one. Let me see if we can find another one. So we got a little profit on it. That's probably still running depending on your entry. We see that JPY showing very strong bullish. There's another bull candle here on GJ. This is a bullish price action. What's happening? The gold is coming down. What's the news coming up? Guys, what's your thought on that? You see a very strong move on GJ as well. So before the candle close, we see there is a little bit of weakness. So it might try to grab further liquidity from here. This is a middleman here, and which is manifesting to the upside. Okay, GBP USD, GBP JPY. So we'll look for another entry. So this live every day, I do come on live in this time frame for certain period of time, not 24-hour. So, and very soon we will be also starting our pre-London session live as well in addition to that. So guys, stay tuned for that. Okay, gold had a bounce. I think many of you are still running the trade. Depend on your entry. I believe you guys enjoying the live session. Make sure you smash the like button. So now let me see with the news how GBP JPY and GBP USD. So GBP USD, we are running a buy trade as I mentioned before, and I'm expecting on GBP USD also bounce back up. You can see this is the 1 hour chart and the market has formed an inverted head and shoulder, and I'm running that trade in my account on GBP USD as well, in my swing account as well as in my day trading account. There is an inverted head and shoulder, and then the crossover with the 10 and 20 EMA. Okay, so here GBP USD bouncing up, and I think that gold also, if GBP USD pushing high, gold could follow that pattern, and also GBP JPY. I would definitely go long on GJ with this middleman, but the only thing I didn't go long is because of this rejection here. It's a big rejection, and then we saw that the market is forming, so it might try to grab further liquidity because some trader might see as a head and shoulder and start to sell, so that might lead GBP USD to come down. I think that with the news we might see that it spike down and then moving towards its major direction. So we haven't looked at some other pairs such as dollar yen and other instrument. We'll be also looking at that. Now, before I progress further, if you like this stream, give a big like, and also subscribe to the channel. Press that bell notification. This weekend during the London session time, keep eye. I will be posting a very important lesson on indicators. I got quite a few questions from all of you, especially ATR, moving averages, Bollinger Bands. I use ATR a lot in my strategy. So for those who want to develop your own strategy, then I will give you my tips on how I use ATR that probably will not find anywhere. So make sure to access that video. I will be posting on the YouTube channel. You can just smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Make sure you press that bell button so that you are not missing when I am posting every single day during the London session time, Saturday. You can keep eye to access that video. So let me know. I will pause for 2 seconds so you are done on that, so that you are not missing any of that. It's good. Thank you very much for that. Okay, now with that being said, so you see now here it is forming that bearish pattern. So we might see now further drop with this long week market showing bearish pattern. So have you guys exit that trade? I hope that you guys did that. Schooly trader, could you please analyze Euro GBP? Yeah. Mary, is GBP USD? Yeah, we are running GBP USD. GBP USD, it's not a live trade, it's a VIP trade, but we are running on that. So you might see now on gold further so you're out on the trade fully. Okay, now here what you see, it might bounce from this a little bit to the upside. Let me see. Price action on gold and other instrument a bit more volatile. Let me see the GJ. Okay, so GBP JPY looks very impressive. pip here, 10 pip. So GBP JPY looks very impressively bullish. We might find further entry on GJ. Okay, now here as the news coming, we could see good move. I'm waiting for a bit more confirmation. Here is the price action. You can see it's a potentially bounce to the upside. Good choppy movement here. So gold, what we see from the 4 hour, if I delete this, all of them, and looking at the daily. So from the daily, you can see the previous day there is a doji. Today the price has reached that resistance level, and from that level we saw a rejection. The price on the daily opening and closing, what I think that it will try to break the daily low today, so and then could bounce back up, or it might close as a doji. But this impulse you can see on gold, it's a big impulse, it's a pullback. Now if we take again Fibonacci here, 61.8% at the moment. We're playing to see how strong impulse it was. So if GBPUSD is bouncing up, then gold also should be bouncing up, because they move almost in the same direction. Okay, now GJ is breaking down with the upcoming news, so we'll be waiting for that entry to see. Good morning traders, thank you. Where are you from, sir? Negative coach. GBP USD, where is TP? GBP USD TP at 321, so TP on GBP USD. Let me bring that trade up. It's at 1.28479. How does this JPY appears? Is acting. Ready guys, another trade. Okay, any sell? Okay, GBP USD. TP target on GBP USD that I set at 1.2847. The GBP JPY looks better than anything. Now here is 2 weekless candle. This is a very high liquidity zone, so with the news we can see we might see some pullback here, so any drop appreciated for buying. As gold is going, so we keep eye in all of them. Which one you are looking at, guys? Hudson, thank you very much. Coach, complete analysis on dollar yen. Okay, let me do that. So dollar yen, if we look at the monthly, where this is a bull market, dollar yen. Okay, so it's a long-term bullish market on dollar yen, and with that long-term bull market, if you look at the overall picture, it's a hugely bullish, and in that bull market we saw that there's a long wick doji here, and with the doji the price has made a big move, followed by we have seen 2 monthly drop to this support level, and the price currently had a bounce from this level, as this is a key level. We can expect now continuation to the upside. Weekly time frame on dollar yen, there is a big bullish candle followed by a long wick, another candle. So in that area also we see that dollar yen showing potentially bullish. Now from the daily chart, where this is the daily impulse followed by 3 days of correction, and I think the dollar yen will have bounced back up again. From the 4-hour chart, we can see that dollar yen currently from this level is bouncing up. Also you can see there is a very sharp bullish engulfer on dollar yen, like the JPY, that has given a very strong momentum. And from the 1 hour and lower time frame, we see the dollar yen is basically a bull market. So any pullback will give an entry. Now you can see that it has gathered, this is a liquidity zone, and the price has gathered the liquidity and then bounced back up. So you could see that the market is heading to the upside in that liquidity zone, so we can expect it to keep pushing. Now let me see again JPY. This is the 4-hour candle. Any drop in this market will be an opportunity to go long. So there is a liquidity here. So this is a very important level of support, and you can see that it's whenever it's coming down, it's bouncing back up. So if you look at here, how the market has made this big bullish candle. So this is a very strongly bull market here, and see it's bouncing back up from this level. So because JPY is whenever coming to the support getting rejected, means that we can expect now for the price to keep pushing high. And Gbpusd, I enter 1 hour. So you entered 1 hour intraday. Okay, very good. And in the meantime, guys, let me know how was your trading going on, and about your trading psychology. How are you doing on that? Are you keeping up to date on everything? Share your any opinion, thought, or anything that you want to discuss with. Okay, now here is, okay, so euro dollar showing different price action than GBPUSD. Which is basically, for me, it's also the pullback, and the price action will try to break to the upside. The GJ has gone back up again. I'm keeping a special eye on JPY, as this market is with the news would be very volatile. So there is a 4-hour candle close. Okay, GBP JPY is impressively bullish. Dollar yen also. So gold might move a little bit in a sideway, but GJ is heading to the upside. So there is a doji here, a bullish candle followed by a doji, also a continuation pattern. Okay, now especially on GBP USD and GBP JPY, there could be a very good amount of volatility coming up. And also I'll be quickly looking at other pairs as well. Just looking at to see if there is any, what time frame I was looking at to repeat. Aussie yen looks a very strong impulse here on Aussie yen. So this, with that impulse, we might see that pullback and then going back up again. Okay, so dollar CAD, especially we see that very good move on GBP JPY. We see a very volatile at the moment in dollar yen. So if you look at the GBP JPY, there is what we see, that very narrow doji here, and with that doji, the market, with the news, we need to see that good a break of a structure. The market slow since January 1st. Gold 4-hour head and shoulder. The market slow since January 1st. So the market not that much slow, then how can you see that much of trend on GBP JPY? I see that big, from this price action. So if you look at, this is the 3rd of January candle, followed by another big bull candle, 3 days of pullback, and again bullish. I don't see any slow, but some instrument has a less volatility. For example, euro dollar. Yeah, euro dollar here is very narrow dodgy, choppy market, but here we saw that there's a big trend. So it's gonna break out, but it's because of the holiday. So you're right, and over time it's gonna again pick up. So today is 11th of January, so another 1 week. The market is now, everything is open, right? So everything is perfect. Only in December 1st, December's 3rd week is a bit less volatile, but this year was very volatile even in December because of the war in some economic uncertainty. We saw that there's a big move. Gold 4 hour head and shoulder. Gold 4 hour head and shoulder. You see. Do you see the head and shoulder? You mean this one, inverted head and shoulder? Head and shoulder is irrelevant if you do not consider the trend. Yeah, it is forming that inverted head and shoulder, but the first thing that we need to look at is the trend. Okay guys, so trend is the most important part of my trading decision and every professional trader. So how do you identify the trend, guys? Let me know if you are not sure about how to identify the trend. Trend is your friend as long as you are trading, which is very important, because when you are trading with the trend, then only you can have better understanding about the market. Okay? So every trade that I take in my day trade, I must consider the major direction of the trend. So make sure you always look at the trend, because when you are considering the trend, even if you are not sure about the trade, probably you are wrong in your entry. But if you have proper risk management plan and you entered in the right in the right direction of the trend, it will take you in that direction. It will take you to the direction of your profit. So I believe that, guys, you have enjoyed this live session. We had a very small winning trade, but still, and I will keep trading as progression of the New York session. I do trade until the end of the New York session. I do share all my trade in the VIP group as well. So any trade coming, definitely I will be sharing as well. And with that being said, guys, thank you for this live joining the live session. I'll see you again tomorrow, trading live again. Until that, stay well, stay happy. You can join the free Telegram channel, link below this video in the description to stay connected. And also you can subscribe to the channel for all the content that we are posting. Until that, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you again very soon trading live. Thank you. See you soon.